What are some cheat codes you found in the game of life? Want to be more attractive? Look like you take care of yourself and work on an attitude where you don't care so much what other people think or do. That's a lot of it right there. As for the look, just be in decent shape, have good hygiene including a good and well-maintained haircut, and wear clean clothes that don't look old and are reasonably adult in style. For the attitude, you want to be relaxed without being lazy. Don't sweat the small stuff, but talk to them about the big stuff right away. Listen rather than just waiting for your turn to talk. Get to know people at whatever pace is good for them, don't force things. See people for who they really are, not who you want them to be or what they can be for you. Niceness gets you everywhere. I get free shit from being nice. And no, it's not because I'm a cute girl. Because I'm not. I'm an overweight, balding man. People respond to niceness. I've befriended the Comcast customer support person. I've befriended the most disliked, crotchety person in our office. I get special treatment at my cafeteria because I treat the service staff like actual human beings. I get fees waived because I asked nicely. Be nice. It costs little and is worth a lot. If you feel sad, or anxious, or angry, just sit with it. Sit with yourself, bear witness to your struggles. Be gentle. It makes it a heck of a lot easier than fighting against your emotions in a convoluted attempt to defeat them and reach the elusive goal of happiness. Since I started doing this, I generally feel a lot more content and settled in myself. If you have no complaints about your food service/staff at a restaurant, ask to see the manager and pay a compliment and a thank you about the server/host/staff. Usually people want to see a manager to complain, and a compliment is nearly always welcome. I've gotten countless free drinks/appetizers/chips/% off my bill, all for just making a polite comment to management. I had a professor in college who, while lecturing, suddenly let out a huge fart. Without pausing, he turned his head as if talking to someone behind him, said Gesundheit, and continued lecturing as if nothing had happened. It immediately diffused any potential awkwardness and embarrassment, and I vowed to use the same strategy if the same thing ever happened to me in front of a large crowd of people. Several times in life I've cold called a company to confirm my interview time. I didn't have one prior to my call, but in their confusion and inability to even find my resume I've managed to secure an interview about 4 out of 5 times. Twice I've gotten the job. You don't have to always give away the recipe. By that I mean, don't over-explain yourself. If you can't do something, 9/10 times it's okay to simply say unfortunately I'm not able to do that. Can't swing it this time, etc. You don't have to go on and on about why, or make up reasons and list them off. Over-explaining just ends up looking more suspect than simply being clear and concise. Sneeze on your knuckles before a fight to inflict poison damage. Ask questions, about everything. Ask people about themselves. Be open about stuff you don't understand, and ask questions about that. When you forget someone's name, own up to it and just ask them. I am amazed at how many people won't acknowledge even a tiny amount of ignorance, or won't show honest curiosity about something, can't admit they've forgotten something they feel is important, and won't ever ask for help. Guys, your life becomes so much easier if you just drop the fucking ego and ask. I have a heated throw blanket in my living room in the winter. I wrap my coat up in it, crank up the heat, and in a few minutes, my coat is toasty warm so I can brave the coldest day. You can borrow almost all of your textbooks from the library as a college student because of modern book rental agreements most colleges have. WorldCat allows you to be linked to almost any library in America, and all you have to do is find your book in the system and fill out a request form at a library and it should be there in a week. I've saved probably $2,000 doing this in my first 2 years of college. To seem charming, all you have to do a lot of the time is to be an engaged listener. You don't need an amazing sense of humor to be able to lay on the compliments or regale people with stories. Just listen to other people in a way that shows you are interested and not only waiting for your turn to talk. Make eye contact, don't interrupt them, don't turn the conversation to be about you, ask good questions. Edit. I just want to add, as per many comments here, that being engaged listener is not the same as being a sort of conversational doormat where you have to allow people to drone on and on about things that don't interest you, annoy you, offend you, or drain you. Merely suffering through an encounter is pretty much the opposite of what I am talking about. It's about letting yourself be interested in, and learn from, other people and not focus so much on feeling like you have to be an entertainer. And being an engaged listener is really the opposite of the person who just listens and never wants to talk about themselves. You are putting yourself into the conversation with your interested responses, you are guiding it to places you find interesting. Just suffering through boring conversations is not engaged listening. Just be nice, particularly to people in the service industry. Your job, your personal interactions, even your calls in to customer service will go 100% easier if you're just nice to people and recognize that they're probably just trying to do their job, not screw you over. If you are punctual, smartly dressed, and quite friendly, you can actually get pretty far in most jobs without being that good at anything or trying very hard. If you work Monday to Friday, spend a small amount of time on Sunday afternoon/evening sorting out your lunch for the week. I batch cook a pot of something and portion it out into 5 containers. It saves a ton of money, it's usually healthier, and it saves time having to make something quickly each morning because you can just grab a container out of the fridge and go. Believe in yourself. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's true. When you believe in yourself, anything is possible because you are no longer bound to the expectations of others. Your life truly becomes your own. Close runner-up would be awareness over your thoughts and emotions. More awareness, more control, less reactions, more happiness. Investing money is ridiculously underrated. There are dividend ETFs that will pay you a monthly dividend. An easy math gimmick is that $1,000 in an ETF that pays 6% is about $5 per month. It doesn't seem like much, but if you work at it you can build your own basic income. Bonus, dividends are taxed way less than regular income. See/r/personal finance and /r/financial independence, or /r/leanfire if you don't make much money. No matter what your bedtime and wake up time is, stick with it. After a decade of being that person on Facebook at 3 a.m. and off to work 4 hours later, I started to view sleep as an enjoyable activity, not a chore. Game changer. Mornings are never a drag. If I have trouble sleeping, I can make up for it the next morning without fucking up my whole day. When it's your bedtime, turn off the lights and wait. And don't touch your ducking phone or your computer. Don't get out of bed, wait. When your alarm goes off, get up. Repeat for 2 weeks. Enjoy a better life. Smiling is fucking magic. You can hear a smile through the phone. And of course people can see it on your face. People often return a smile with a smile, which spreads positivity. Smiling can actually make you happier, which is a nice feedback loop to be in. Fake it till you make it. Smiles and confidence will open doors for you in life. When my daughter was little and still believed Band-Aids cured things, one time she had a bellyache, so I put one on her belly and it made her feel better. Power of the placebos. When I was in my old 500+ person building, I kept a stack of papers on my desk. When I was bored, or got tired of sitting down, I'd get up, grab my stack of papers and walk around. I called them my walking papers and did this for months. Got a lot of head nods and not one question the entire time. People always assumed I was on an important mission, but nope. Not in the least. Not a cheat code, but an Easter egg. If you ask someone if they know all the words to I'm a Little Teapot, around 80% of the people you ask will start singing it. Half of those will do the gestures. If you tuck a chicken's head under its wing and wave the chicken in a circle, it will automatically fall asleep. It's not a very good cheat code, but it's still a cheat code to get you sleeping chickens. Walk with a purpose. For some reason, people think you're busy and you don't get hassled. The correct response to any compliment is thank you. You can then follow it up with a comment if you'd like to continue the conversation. If someone likes your dress, thank you, it has pockets. If someone compliments your art, thank you, I've been practicing. If someone asks if you're a professional singer because you have a good singing voice, thank you, I just sing for fun. Not only does it make you seem confident and self-assured, it tells them that they are right. That's a friendly thing to do. This even works if you don't believe the compliment. Saying, "Oh, no, I'm ugly," when someone compliments your appearance not only tells them that they're wrong, it makes you think of yourself as ugly. A better answer would be, "Thank you, I really appreciate that and I don't always believe it, so hearing that from you helps." I am an assistant teacher in a preschool. Asking if kids can use their sitting muscles and listening muscles during circle time makes the kids want to show me how strong they are. Compliment your children with "you are a hard worker and not you're smart." Studies show that kids who think they're hard workers outperform kids who think they're smart. Take a $1 bill and flip it over. Now tape a $5 bill and tape it to the end of the upside down single with as little tape as possible to make it secure. Now feed the $5 bill into a change machine. The coin machine reads the 5, gives you quarters, then reads the upside down single, rejects that, and boom, you got yourself a felony. Once you unlock not giving a fuck about other people's thoughts, you basically double your mana indefinitely.